Time now for Tap That Trade. Joining us to go a few rounds for our trader game, Alan Neckman of Agora Financial and Phil Flynn of Fox Business News Network contributor. Here we go, guys. Round number one, whale hunt. SoftBank loaded up on call options on big tech names like Amazon, Netflix, and Microsoft in what is known as a whale trade. So what do you think about these kind of trades? Are they sinkers or swimmers?
Wow, someone really loaded up billions and billions of dollars worth of call options. And what that did is it fed the market in the fact that it moved the market, and people that had sold those calls were forced to buy the stock to hedge themselves. It's called gamma trading, and it fed on itself, and it got that market on a move. Those guys are still profitable, but it was a big, big position that I don't think anyone should ever take.
Well, I mean, you know, obviously, if you're going to make a $50 billion bet, you better be prepared to lose $50 billion, okay? Because that's basically what the SoftBank was, the whale that was unmasked about doing this trade. And a lot of the investors in SoftBank were not happy with this trade. They're saying, hey, if we want to gamble, we'll go to the track. You know, we'll get some free drinks in Vegas. We'll do something. You know, and so a lot of people think that that this trade was not in the best interest of the company. Now, obviously, this trade, everybody knows that betting on tech stocks have been a big winner. And, you know, we're talking about the best of the best, right? The Netflix, the Apples, you name it. But, you know, to put $50 billion on one bet, only SoftBank or Allen might do that. I don't know. Allen, 50 billion, maybe close? I don't know.
Maybe five.
Maybe five. Five will get you 10.
Round number two, wedge windup. Gold has had lower highs and higher lows for close to 2 months now. What is next for this yellow metal? You know,
I think we're going to see record highs again before the end of the year. You know, a lot of people threw out the baby with the bathwater. You know, they were assumed that big spike that we had over $2,000 an ounce, if it was short-lived, would be the top. But I don't think so. All the fundamentals that brought gold to that record high are still in place. We're still going to see a record amount of stimulus around the globe for the next couple of months, if not years. We're going to see ultra low interest rates. And we've seen non-traditional buyers get into gold and silver. You know, the people that buy in are not just the tinfoil conspiracy theories. You've got banks, you've got pension funds, you've got major players in the metals. That's why I believe it still has more to go.
So there's one thing I'm certain of, and it's uncertainty. So let's see what happens in the next couple of months. But I think the key is the dollar. The dollar made new lows, but then bounced back very quickly. So if we can continue this downward trend in the dollar, that should be very positive to gold. I like this chart pattern. It's a continuation pattern. So let's see if it breaks out to the upside. We'd be looking at 2,200, but it's something to definitely keep an eye on. Copper's been strong. Silver's been strong. Metals in general have been strong. Let's see what the next leg up is.
I'm glad you mentioned copper because this is an incredible story. A lot of people are very bullish on this. We could see a shortage of copper, and other commodities have made historic runs. Copper may be the next one. We've seen it in lumber and a couple of other commodities. Keep an eye on that as well.
The copper country is just up that way, up the lake a piece.
All right, let's go look. Let's go look for some.
Round number three, good company. Tesla's free fall this week stunned a lot of people, but compared to some of the other high flyers, was that move actually that large?
Well, when you look at the charts, it had a nearly 20% unwind after it did not get in the S&P. It had nothing to do with the company or performance. It just was disappointment. And even after that, Tesla's had a huge multi-100% rally run. So it's not over. But when you look at some historical stocks that had, a run up like that, you can look at Facebook, you could look at Amazon, you can even look at Walmart. And they did bounce back. So let's see if there's some support level here. And now that the share prices are cheaper, I think it makes it that much more attractive to the individual investor that wants a piece of that.
There are a lot of Tesla haters in the world, and Al and I have never been that. I don't think we've been early on Tesla. We've been talking about it for some time. We always believe that it isn't a car company. It's a technology company. Having said that, I do think Elon Musk is his own worst enemy. I mean, I think one of the reasons why they're not in the S&P 500 is because of some of his statements. He's not a conventional CEO. He is, right, and that may have hurt him in the short term.
A rich jerk.
A rich one. But, I'll tell you what, if you look at in the long term, I still think Elon Musk, he is a genius. I think the S&P is going to eventually wish that they had Tesla in it. I think Tesla will get in there another time.
And if you look at tech in general, we're pulled 10% off that top. That's not that big a move. It had been up 75% off its lows. So, to say some people are saying this is the end, I would be very cautious about that. There's still a lot more upside left.
Here's your bonus round question for today. True or false? Soccer superstar David Beckham plans to IPO a company that he co-founded.
Gotta be true.
Ooh.
If he isn't, I would be.
He
should be.
So, I don't know what kind of royalties he has. He's not like David Bowie that had those Bowie bonds that, kind of cashed out on the future earnings of his records. My answer is no.
I say true. It's got to be. I mean, hey, if I was Beckham, I'd start 4 IPOs.
You are no David Beckham.
Oh, good job, Phil. It's absolutely true. The company is an esports franchise. It will list on the London Stock Exchange. You win, Phil, but congratulations to both of you. You guys are a sure bet on our show. Business First AM will be right back. For more Business First AM, check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.